Hello, Flower Kid here. Between all the student films that I've been watching and also the new Smiling Friends episode, I've just been really immersed and just been putting myself in the animation world. But I noticed that there has been a lot of games that have been announced or coming out that are also on the indie side. So I want to say I'm kind of sorry for just lacking on that side. And today we're going to be talking about a bunch of indie games. How many times I want to say indie in this video? Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's talk about some pressing matter, like how Big Mode, yes, Big Mode from all the way from 2022 announced their first game this year called Animal Well. And from looking at it, watching the reviews, reading the reviews, and just all together watching it, it's been received pretty well. I even read negative comments about it, and most of it is neutral. So I just have to say, are we finally getting more attention to indie games than ever? Has anything changed? Well, I could say definitely for sure it's an uphill battle and we're fighting every day just to make sure that we can stay on the same hill, but I think we're making more progress than ever. If you didn't know, Big Mode is made by a YouTuber named Video Game Donkey. He used to make League of Legends videos and, you know, boo boo, but now he makes videos about indie games. And when he made video about indie games, he had a thought in mind. He was like, why not make a company that published indie games? And now look where we are today, 2 years from now. And the creator of the game, Billy Basso, has made it all by himself. So this must have created an uproar of inspiring a bunch of new people for the next generation to make their own video games. I mean, this is pretty wild. Video Game Donkey is like one of the top contenders of being a YouTuber in the gaming sphere, because, you know, if you make opinions about games, someone's not gonna like it. And a lot of people didn't believe in him in the indie company Big Mode because they thought it was a YouTuber trying to copy a company or something. I don't know. It was pretty ridiculous. So to all the haters who didn't believe in Video Game Donkey, go f yourself. But what this reminds me of is that it reminds me of a lot of other indie games, because it's a Metroidvania puzzle game like Ringworld. And if you know anything about Ringworld, that's also another game that is indie, that's made by an indie company. And it just reminds me that if a YouTuber can grow and become successful and make a company, has anyone else did this? And I started to look into different other indie companies that also came from YouTube, then going into the indie company territory. And while I'm surprised that I should have saw this way earlier, but Two Left Thumbs is also doing the same thing, becoming an indie game publisher. And it kind of just blows my mind that a YouTuber could just be like, I'm successful on YouTube, guess I'll just help other people now by making a company and becoming a publisher. Like, that's amazing. And also just realize that this is the same thing like what Moist Critical is doing, but esports wise, because he made his own esports, he has his own people, and he takes care of them really well, and it is mind-blowing. But back to indie games, we'll talk about that another day. Two Left Thumbs have published their own games. One of their games that they published was Dead Estate, and let me tell you, that game is super fun. I beat it a couple of times myself. I am so happy that I realized that, like, I've been watching Two Left Thumbs all the way back since he made Undertale videos, and now I'm just seeing him not only helping people to make a roguelike, but also publishing scary games as well, like Clown Me, which I highly suggest you go check out the demo. Really cool game. He also has helped publish a video game called Picayuni's Dream, a Bullet Heaven and Bullet Horde survival game. It's really fun. Go check that game out. But the main point here is that Big Mode and Two Left Thumbs are both YouTubers that made indie more successful. And it's just like what Lethal Company did to Call of Duty. It is just beating everyone around them, because whether we know it or not, we as individuals can make what we think in our head. If we grab that pen and paper and start jotting down what we think of, then the imagination is endless. The possibilities are boundless because we can make whatever we see in our heads, what we ever envision. And so that also brings me to another indie company. It's like I'm pulling indie companies out my pockets left and right. But have you also heard of AgroCrab? Yeah, AgroCrab. Now, this game company has made one of their first game called Going Under. I was there for it. I was a big fan of Going Under. I almost 100% it, but I have hours upon hours playing it and beating the game. And not only is this company versatile, but it goes into roguelike, to a linear story, to a Dark Souls game. Yes, a crab Dark Souls game. And guess what? Pineapple Soul reviewed it. Do you not know how crazy that is? Do you not know how crazy these companies are going right now? Like, it is insane what is happening over the expand of 2024. I feel like it's the time to actually wake up to see games that are being made by us, because all the AAA games are failing us. Like, every single AAA game, not every single, okay, I'm exaggerating, okay, but these AAA games have not been doing well by us. I'm talking about Overwatch, I'm talking about like Blizzard, I'm talking about Activision, I'm talking about Ubisoft, I'm talking about maybe a little bit of Riot Games, I don't know, but like, I'm talking about all these big companies have not been doing right by us anymore. They have left us for more money. They've left us for more power and to see if we would pre-order their games, even though they become a buggy mess in the beginning, in the launch of the game. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired, guys. And I want this message to be clear. I want you guys to understand. Vote with your money. Stop giving companies money that they don't deserve. If a game comes out $80, we can buy at least 5 indie games that are worth more than that one single game. Remember back then when Call of Duty was $20, and now if you bought a Call of Duty today, it's $80? It doesn't make sense. It's like we're going backwards. I understand that when it takes more time to make a Call of Duty game, it takes a little bit more money, but I shouldn't be seeing a jump, an increase of money like 80 to even 90 when we're not even making that, that's like a third or a fourth of a paycheck. Like, I don't understand companies anymore. They're disconnect from us. And what we need to do is we need to just let these indie games grow even more. I'm waiting for an indie game to tap into the live service market so that there's that, so that, you know, like games like Fortnite, Overwatch, and League of Legends, they get hurt a little bit. They start to worry and panic because they know that someone who's an indie company can make a better live service game than those losers. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for listening to me to ramble. I know Hades 2 is going to be amazing. I know all these games that I mentioned, Ring World, Dead Estate, Clown, Me, Animal, Well, like, I know all these games are going to prosper and do well, but make sure you vote with your money. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. This was Flower Kid. Bye.